Are you navigating food allergies, special diets, and all of that among the holidays this season? Well, today I have a short video just to give you a little encouragement and some key, simple tips to navigating the holidays. Hello and welcome back to Raising Arrows Mama. My name is Heather and I have 7 children and I have number 8 on the way. And a few years ago, food allergies entered our lives. um, I'm not going to get into the hows, wins, and whats. And praise the Lord, my children have all had mild, not anaphylactic responses. However, when it first started, we didn't know that. And so there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to food allergies and special diets. And really, in order to approach the holiday season, there's a few things you have to keep in mind if you are a food allergy or special diet mama. Now, first thing to keep in mind is to know what you're getting yourself into. I have had 3 different responses from family for food allergies and special diets. We have the one family who, all inclusive, hands down, going to go beyond all things to make it happen and make my kids and myself feel safe there. Then we have family who think they're doing that and don't understand fully. And then you have those who simply don't understand and don't don't understand your concern. And you have to just kind of be understand who those people are and know that mindset before you agree to attend an event. Is really what it comes down to. Now, I will say we have found modifications where if you are not anaphylactic and you people who are willing to work with you, then it's great. But there are a lot of times where people do not understand or are not willing to. And in those cases, you sometimes have to make some hard decisions. So I have 3 main tips for you this holiday season. If you are new to navigating food allergies or special diets, or if you are just kind of burnt out and struggling, because I've been there. And my main thing is to remember that in general, depending on your food allergies, now we have my sister-in-law is allergic to a whole gamut of things, so this doesn't always work, but in general, people will ask you, so what then can you eat? And I like to answer whole foods because my kids have wheat, egg, dairy allergies. And for a while, we thought peanut and sesame as well. Praise the Lord, we don't have those, but we got that question a lot. And I said, well, they can still eat fruits and vegetables and meats. I have a sister in law who's limited in those areas, and that has changed how we hold family events as well. But the point is that if you focus on whole foods, in general, most of us are not allergic to the whole gamut. And for those of you who are, or who are in an elimination diet, I've been there too. And in those cases, I do have a solution for you as well that you may or may not like. So, the first solution is to bring your own food. If you're not dealing with anaphylactic responses where having wheat in the air or having dairy present at the table is going to cause a problem for your child, or peanuts or what have you, then just be comfortable with bringing your own food. I know a lot of people think that's very rude, and I have been to places where someone has told me that it was rude for me to bring food for my child, and I had to look them in the face and say, this is what my child can eat and stay safe and healthy. So this is what we're doing. And it's hard to have that boldness sometimes, especially if you're dealing with difficult relationships already. But in the end, you have to do what's best for you and your children. And I have had to do that many times. When we were first starting out, I would pack almost an entire Thanksgiving dinner just for my kids to make sure that there was no cross contamination or problems. I have 7, as I said, 7 children. 4 of them show food allergies at one point in time. I had another who did, and it was basically all but my second born had varying degrees of food issues. If you're not willing to bring your own food to someone else's house or event, the other thing is to be prepared to host. And the reason I put that second is because not everybody is capable or willing to do that. But by taking on that role yourself, you can make sure and ensure that everything that is provided is for your house. And if people want to bring things, say that's fine, but these are the qualifications. We can't allow XYZ in our home. Generally, people are willing to find that, but there's some who they have their tradition and not willing to let go, and you have to just say, I'm sorry, that's not allowed in my house. It's your child's health and safety or your own. And so you have to just be bold, and it stinks, but that's what you have to do. So bring your own food to other events or be prepared to host. I love hosting. I get a little stressed and manic about it, but you have control then. So we've had several times where we hosted an event um, with friends or with family, just for the fact that I can make sure that there is something for my kids to eat. And then that way I know that it's all safe things. Um, and it's also nice because it shows other people that, oh, it is possible to provide an entire party where all the food is edible by all the children. It's amazing. The other thing is to just be prepared to start new traditions. And that's the hardest one. When you have to say, no, I cannot attend this event, then you're going to have to start new traditions with your family. And those can be beautiful, but it can be hard to miss out on family events. And so I like to make sure that we are still connecting with other family whenever we do have to say that for various reasons. That hasn't actually happened to us for food allergy related things, but it has for um, other issues that we have. And we've had to say, I'm sorry, we can't participate in that event, but we would love to see you at XYZ. And so we try to make sure that we connect in other ways, but then we are free to make new traditions with our own family. One of those was very early on. We said we won't be doing anything Christmas morning. For a while, we tried to do both and try to balance everything, and finally said, little kids, just because we don't do the traditional SANTA person, we still want to have a restful and beautiful morning together on Christmas morning. And so we don't go anywhere on Christmas morning, which left me free to start a new family tradition. And my husband loves cinnamon homemade, he loves store-bought cinnamon rolls. But he did love Ruth Ann, so hopefully this year I can make those. Ruth Ann Zimmerman here on YouTube has some great cinnamon rolls. And so we started doing cinnamon rolls for our Christmas morning breakfast. Then we have food allergies. So what am I going to do? Because if you take out egg, wheat, and dairy, that's basically all a cinnamon roll is. And I'm grateful. I tried several recipes and they were horrible flops. They were just bad. It's come a long way in the gluten-free vegan baking since then, but at the time it was rough. And so I found other ways around it, and my children were still very happy with those new traditions, and they still got to participate and still have their own version of a cinnamon roll. If you're curious, I took char bread, flattened it out with a rolling pin, put some vegan butter on it, some cinnamon, rolled it up like a pinwheel, sliced it, and then drizzled some homemade almond milk and powdered sugar frosting on top. They loved it. My little kids absolutely loved it. And because they were smaller, they got more than the kids and my husband who could have the big ones. Um, but my point is, you get to make your own traditions and make it work out. But it is hard when you have to say, no, I can't be part of that. And so if you are balancing food allergies or special diets, please know that I've been there. I encourage you to find grace for yourself and for your family during this holiday season, and that you look for small, simple wins and not try to, especially if you're in the beginning, don't try to recreate all the things in your food allergy specific item. Keep it simple, keep it manageable, and just know that a happy, healthy, fed child is better than a child who sees what they're missing out on, or is thinking, oh no, I didn't get to participate in this particular event, um, cookie decorating or whatever. Find a new tradition for them that allows them to participate, or that allows them to have their special holiday traditions. So I hope that this has been a help and encouragement. Remember, if you're dealing with food allergies, if you're dealing with special food diets because of health reasons, to extend grace to yourself and to your family as you balance that, and to keep it simple. Um, we're looking for fed children. Food isn't the end all to be all. And so, make other memories that are non food related and enjoy your time together. If you are doing special diets by choice, which we have also dealt with that, maybe you're vegan or you have a family member who's vegan and you get a lot of comments. We're not vegan, but my brother is. Um, And so I just encourage you to show grace to those around you who may not understand your decisions, and to just bring your own food or be prepared to host and introduce them to your way of food eating. And, and look for those opportunities to create new traditions when you flat out can't participate with something else. So I hope this has been an encouragement to you. Have a happy holidays, and don't let food and the types of food that you can or cannot have ruin your holiday season. If you're looking for more tips or certain recipes, leave a comment below and I will try to direct you to some of my favorite resources for managing food allergies and holiday baking. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed holiday.